Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the Tech Woke Podcast. I am your host, Chris, and on this podcast, we talk about cybersecurity, career, and life. And on this podcast, we're going to talk about things I hear all the time. I talk to a lot of people that's in school. I talk to a lot of people that's trying to get into cybersecurity and things like that. And a lot of these people that I talk to are in school, college. So they're in college. They're trying to figure things out. I talk to them on a daily basis, and they're trying to figure out what they need to do for their career. And every now and then, I think about it myself because I went to school myself. I went to college. I didn't go to college for cybersecurity. I really didn't. I went to school for criminal justice. Went to Bowie State University. I got a degree in criminal justice. I didn't think I wanted to do cyber IT and computer science and things like that because I didn't think that was a good situation for me. I thought it would be too much math, it's too hard, things like that. But what would I do if I can go back to college and see what I can do to get into cybersecurity? That's what I think about on a daily basis because I have done things. I went to Bowie State, I got my Security Plus, I got my master's in cybersecurity, things like that. And throughout that journey, some things are unnecessary, some things it is. So I'm going to go back to college and think about it from that perspective. If I was in college, what would I do again? So first things off, if I can go back to school knowing what I know now, I know I'm in the DMV area for me, speaking for myself. I know in the DMV area, they have security clearances, government jobs, things like that is big down here. Okay. So if I was in school, what I would do if that was different, I would have joined ROTC, or I probably would have just joined the military from that perspective. I would have joined the military because they can get me a security clearance, or did ROTC because if I went to Bowie State was a school that had that. I would have did ROTC, got my government clearance. I would have became an officer, and then also I would have went to school for free, and that's one of the options I would have taken. Another option I would have did is I would have went to school, got a degree in either cybersecurity or computer science, and then while I'm majoring in a degree in cybersecurity or computer science, I would then start doing internships early. I'm not talking about junior, senior. I would start doing internships ninth. I would start doing since a freshman software. I would start doing internships, see if I could find internships to get me that experience because in the cybersecurity field, you need experience. So I would start doing as many internships as possible. Also, I would start looking for like jobs like security or things like that where I can go get me a government security clearance early. And also too, I would get my security plus early because like when you go to these job fairs and things like that, if you a young person and you can show them, oh yeah, I got a security plus at like 2019. There's grown people 30, 40, sometimes even 50 that can't get a security plus. I would get those things because if you can get that stuff early, the earlier you start getting that stuff, um, the quicker you can hurry up and get a job because people will want to help you the more you have. People just don't go off of what you tell them to go off of what you do. A route I would have went if I didn't want to go to school, period, I would have just got my security plus. I would have just got my security plus and learned so much technical things on YouTube, things like that, LinkedIn. And I would have just networked. Oh, back to the college thing, I would have just networked as much as possible. For all three, I would have networked as much as possible because even now, like when I do jobs, things like that, job market's hard right now. It's extremely hard, even for experienced people. But if I'm trying to get a job, I've noticed that I've only been able to get jobs currently because of my network. I'm like, hey, you have any positions? If I have a position as open, I'll go to my friend group before we hurry up and get outside. So I would just build up my network. I would go to so many meetups in DMV. They have so many things you can go through. They got Black Gov Tech, Black Men in Tech. They got B-Sides, Nova. I would join these groups, go to their meetings, and just try to soak up with much people as much as possible because your network is your net worth. And just, talk. And then the main thing, too, is about salary negotiations. I would just, talk to that network about salary negotiations. and things like that, because like when it comes to salary in the government space, you got to kind of know what you're doing. So I would talk to them to kind of understand these things, and yeah. So this is going to be a pretty quick one because I just was thinking about it over time. But if you enjoyed the video, please like the video, comment down below about any other questions you may be having, subscribe to the channel, join the newsletter if you want more content. Also, too, join the Patreon. I'm going to put more content on there over and over time. But just keep checking out the channel. Thank you for watching, everybody. Peace out. I'll see you on the next one.